Dear learners, I am Rupali Bangale, Assistant Professor, IICMR, MC Department. In previous tutorials, we have covered collection framework, array list, and the iterator to traverse the array list. Today, we will be discussing about the set interface. Now, basically, whenever we are discussing about the collection, it is nothing but a list of elements or collecting on the elements together. We discussed the array list where you can have the list of elements as per the requirement. But whenever we are considering the set type of collection, in set we are allowing the list of elements, but again the duplicates are not allowed. Let's see, for example, we are having list of friends. We can have two friends with the same name, but in case of set we can have two values, two different values. We cannot have the duplication into a set part. For example, we are having the vehicle registration number. We don't have the two vehicles with same registration number. So that is how your in such situation you can implement the set type of collection. Now, just observe the hierarchy. Your collection interface is being extended into the set interface. Now, set are of two types, here hash set and tree set. Whenever we are talking about hash set, it is again the collection of elements where duplicates are not allowed. And tree set is the type of set where you are having the list of elements. Of course, duplicates are not allowed, but in case of your tree set, you are having the sorted type of set. Now, how we are going to create that, we'll discuss that in detail. Now just observe, we are having a class HashSet demo where we have created a main method. Inside that, can we observe here, the HashSet is a class where I'm creating the object of HashSet HS. Now I want the list of string type of element into my HashSet. And as per the array list example, we are adding the element into the HS. So addition or inserting the element into the hash set is exactly same as that of the array list. You are simply using a add method, and inside the parameter you are passing the list of strings. Now this is how I am adding the elements into the hash set. Now how many elements I have added? There are 6 elements into the hash set. So how to print that? Simply by passing HS, and the size it will be returning me as the 6 one. Now just execute the code. Java C HashSet demo.java, and now on compiling, it is being compiled successfully. Let's execute the code. Java HashSet demo. Java HashSet demo, it will give you the list of HashSet contents, and then we are having the size as 6 because I have added 6 elements. Basically, what is happening inside the memory or at the backend, how it is being executed. Whenever we are considering the array list, you are having indexes which indexes based on 0, 1, 2, 3. But in terms of your hash set, rather than set, your values are stored against a key, against an index. So now this time the index will be decided based on the hashing function. So now just come to the first statement. Whenever you want to store this Tina into your memory, so hashing function will be applied on your storage, and based on that hashing function your hash code will be generated. So this hash code will be acting as a key for your element Tina, and accordingly, so hash code will be responsible to store the values. And while retrieving, of course, you will be getting the list of hash codes into your HS object, and according to that hash code I will be retrieving the value which is being stored against the same. Now these are what the hash set, how to create, how to add, and how to print it. As I have this hash set, I'm printing it inside the system.out.println. But of course, you can go with a for each loop which we had inside the array list. Okay, now let's observe some of the other methods. We have discussed set won't be allowing you to duplicate elements. What if I'm adding one more element into the hash set? Now I'm having the element Sheena already inside my hash set. This time on line number 19, I'm trying to add one more element with the same value. As per our policy, your hash set won't allow a duplicate value inserted into the set. What if I'm inserting, whether it is going to throw an error? Now let's try to execute the code. No, it won't be throwing any type of error or exception. Even if you are trying to insert the duplicate value, it will simply return you the false and nothing more than that. It will have already inserted element Sheena as it is at the proper particular location, but I want it to be added so it won't throw in any error. Here you are getting the value as false. Let's save the code and now execute. See, insertion of duplicate elements will be giving you a false value. It won't be throwing any exception at all. This is what here, if you add the duplicate element into the set. Now, there are again, as per the array list, we are also having number of methods with the set interface also. Now, for example, we are having contains. We had this similar kind of example, whether this element is present in array or this element is present in array list. Similarly, we can check whether the element is there in your hash set. So I have used here contains. Now let's check. Tina is there. Yes, Tina is there at this particular location. So it will return you yes. Tina contains or Tina exists in my hash set. Now let's try to execute this code. Let's observe what output will I get. Compiling, it will compile successfully, and on execution, yes, hash set contains Tina true. So your contains method is going to return a value true if variable contains. So this is what your normal hash set. But as per our hierarchy of the set interface, we are having hash set if in case of your normal value stored into the set one set type of collection, but we are also having TreeSet where your values will be stored in the sorted order. Now if we observe the output, we are having the list of elements Lina, Sheena, Ina, Mina and all those things. All the elements are not in sorted order, but when we are talking about the TreeSet, that time during the value storage, the values are being stored. Now just observe the next example where we are having a TreeSet class and we have created the object of TreeSet as a T, where I'm expecting integer values should be stored. Once the integer value is being given inside your generic, you cannot add the other value. Now just observe in your line number 7 and 8, I'm adding different elements. So in total, I have added 7 elements into the array. And now on line number 10, you are printing the same. Just try to execute the code, whether I'm getting the 7 as a size of your array and size of the TreeSet. Now this time I'm expecting 7 elements, but how these elements are being stored, whether it is being stored in natural order or whether it is being stored in sorted order. So this time we are having TreeSet. TreeSet is specifically used for storing the values in sorted order, and as it is set type of collection, it won't be allowing you to have the duplicate elements. So here can we observe like the elements which are there inside your set is being sorted at the time of assigning the value. It will be added in the sorted order. So that is what the specialty of TreeSet. Now TreeSet is also giving you one more benefit. Now as we know, TreeSet stores the value in sorted order. You can decide or you can have the head part, you can have the tail part, you can have the subset of this TreeSet. Now your TreeSet is having three different methods: tail set, head set and subset. Now just observe, I'm passing a value inside your tail set and head set. It will be decided as a border or boundary till which. Now just observe, I'm having the elements 20, 20, 20, 45, 60, 87, 50, all those elements I'll be having. So tail set and head set. So if I'm asking to create a head set of 87 rather than till 87, so it will create or it will give me a set where your elements from the first to 87 will be included. Now just observe the output part, you will get the idea. I am compiling the code. Let's try to compile the code java c treeset demo.java. Now this time I'm executing the code. So just observe, I'm having the TreeSet content as 20, 45, 50, 60, 87 and 201. I have asked to create the head set of, let's say, 87. Now on compiling, we on execution, we got the TreeSet starting from 20 to 201. And in the example, I had given tail set as 60 and head set also to the 60. Now, just observe, whenever we are creating a head set, it will be considering the elements which are below this value. And whenever we are creating the tail set, it will consider the values which are above the given value. Why it is so? Because TreeSet has the sorted list of elements. Now, whenever we are asking about the subset, I will be giving the boundary from this to this value. It will check whether the elements are there. Yes, the elements are there. Then I may pick it out. Now, just observe in the example, I want to create a subset of the TreeSet where I want the values to be ranging from 10 to 70. That's why in output, you are having from 10 to 70. Which values are there? Your 20, 45, 50. And yes, subset includes the upper bound also, but your head set doesn't include. Subset and tail set includes the boundaries, but your head set won't be including the boundaries. This is what the difference between your head set and tail set and subset. This is how your set type of collection will be executed and used. Moreover, whenever you are not expecting any duplication values in your set, you can go with a tree set kind of collection. That's all for TreeSet, or rather than set interface. In next tutorial, we'll be discussing about the map interface. Thank you.